Ooh may look like a very simple puzzle platformer, but this game is easily one of the best puzzle games I've played in 2025, and one of the most amazing uses of creative level design to puzzle and perplex you. In Ooh, we play a cute little caterpillar who goes out one day and unfortunately gets eaten by a giant bird. Unfortunately for the bird, it turns out that we can grow bombs at will, and we must explore the inside of this very giant puzzle bird in order to escape. So this is a puzzle platformer where bombs are our sole mechanism. You'll be able to plant a bomb down. You'll eventually get the ability to plant 2 bombs. Whatever trajectory, whatever angle you're near the bomb when it goes off, will push you accordingly. Now this is not built on physics. Everything is kind of set to a fixed distance when you place the bomb. And this is very important for how the puzzle solving and puzzle logic works. This game is entirely about environmental puzzles. How do you get your cute little caterpillar around and avoid the different death traps in the area? Now, each room is essentially a puzzle unto itself with a few corridors here and there. If you die, you'll return to a previous checkpoint, and the level design that I'll come back to in a minute plays a huge role in how the structure of Ooh works. And the game does a phenomenal job of exploring the space in and around of the bomb use. When you first start doing it, you'll simply be using the bombs as a makeshift platform. Then you'll be able to launch yourself up as a jump. Then you'll be launching yourself and propelling yourself around the room in order to get to specific points. And one of the most brilliant aspects of this game is how the levels are structured. Each one of the areas will kind of teach you some new trick that you didn't really think, at least prior, that you could use the bombs for. And then those tricks essentially become your quasi-upgrade. And it's hard to tell if we would classify Ooh as a Metroidvania, or even if it does fall into that line of a quote-unquote Metroidbrania that we've heard a lot of people talk about. But this could be a very strong case for it. You see, what the game does is, by using the level design to teach you new mechanics, it becomes part of the puzzle logic itself, and you will have to make use of some very creative kind of mechanisms within the level design and the flow of each room in order to solve some of the larger, I guess like quote-unquote larger puzzles, because nothing in this game is going to reach the same heights or complexity as something like Tunic, Animal Well, Isles of Sea and Sky, and that trajectory. But it does a great job of elevating everything that's in this game. A common trick the game does is that it will give you a room, it will present a challenge to you, and then it will repeat that room with a slight deviation, forcing you to do another maneuver and thereby build up your own knowledge base of how things work in order to progress further. And even returning to some of the areas can be its own different challenge when you need to backtrack in a different way, and the logic is then kind of turned on its head. As you evolve your understanding of the bombs and make use of more meta puzzle logic, the game will keep throwing more and more things at you. And this is just an entire game of moments of sheer confusion, followed by that aha that you get once you finally figure out what the game is trying to teach you. And this is not a long game by any means. I think we finished this in about 90 minutes on stream. Not going through every single room, of course, and that's also another pretty creative thing. Once you know what you're doing, you can kind of, I guess, somewhat sequence break. I don't know if we would really classify as since the game is not upgrading you in any way, but once you start learning this game, it is a lot of fun to play. If I had any nitpicks with it, is that there are hidden or secret walls, and it's okay to spoil that because that's one of the puzzle logics that the game teaches you early on. And I would have liked maybe a little bit more of a distinguishing way of determining where they are, because otherwise you're just kind of throwing your bombs around hoping to hit something. And as the game goes on, this does get more and more involved in terms of moving from point A to point B. This is a fantastic and very satisfying puzzle game. If you have any interest in puzzle platformers or just puzzle logic and how it fits the level design, this is a must play. I definitely want to thank the developer for giving me a press key to check this one out. So that's going to do it for this review. If you did happen to play Ooh, let me know what you think about it down below, and if there are any other games like it as well. Let me tickle your game for a future review that does not involve caterpillars, birds, or bombs. Please get in touch. And with that, thanks for tuning into this review, and we'll be back with more content real soon. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTubing stuff, be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and if you're interested in more in my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.